Hello everyone! My name is Lolo, and I'm excited to share my new story with you. The street was waking up languidly and ancient, popular neighborhood in Port Said, where the houses huddled so closely together they seemed to lean on one another, weary from the burden of passing years. The wooden shutters were left ajar, allowing a gentle breeze to drift in, carrying iodine. It mingled with the rhythmic cry of a street vendor piercing the silence, announcing his wares at the break of dawn. Serenity reigned supreme, the kind of stillness that precedes the moment the city flexes its chaotic muscles. In the heart of the street stood a somewhat aged four-story building. Its paint had faded under the relentless humidity, yet it remained steadfast, like a vault harboring the secrets of the many souls who had passed through its doors. From a second-floor window, a sharp alarm clock erupted a long, stubborn ring, as if engaged in a fierce battle against sleep. Inside the room, the bed was a portrait of utter chaos. The blanket was twisted like a cocoon. The pillow lay abandoned on the floor, and clothes were strewn haphazardly over a chair. Beside the bed, the phone screamed incessantly. "Wake up now!" Malik remained submerged beneath her covers. Her breathing was rhythmic, her face serene, as if she were on one continent and the world's nuisances were on another entirely. The silence was punctured by a voice from outside the room. "Wake up! Malik, you'll be late for work." Malik stirred, rolling onto her side and burrowing deeper. "I'm coming, Farah," she murmured in a faint, sleep-heavy voice. "I'll get up now. Just 5 more minutes." Farah gave a light chuckle as she walked away. "Your 5 minutes always turn into 2 hours. Get up, girl, before father calls for you." Malik opened a single eye, staring at the ceiling. She was effortlessly beautiful. Her hazel eyes radiated a mysterious calm, and her long black hair cascaded freely. Her features were delicate, but those who truly knew her understood that behind that softness lay a sharp tongue and cold words that could wound an adversary without a raised voice. In the living room, Monam, the father, sat at the head of the table, dressed and ready to leave. He calmly ran his fingers over his prayer beads. A newspaper spread before him. His eyes followed the news, but his ears were tuned to the details of the house. He turned toward the kitchen. "Farah, wake your sister. We want to have breakfast together before time catches up with us. Coming." "Father," Farah replied amidst the clatter of dishes. "She's waking up now." The kitchen was a hive of activity. Dishes filled the sink, and food was being prepared in a rush. Thank you for watching the first part. Stay tuned for the next part of the story. You won't want to miss it. Farah moved with grace, her hair tied back, her face etched with focus. She turned to her brother, Ziad, who stood watching a cake with intense interest. "Ziad, leave the cake alone for now. We're putting out breakfast immediately," Ziad grumbled, stomping his foot like a child. "I'm hungry." At that moment, the bedroom door swung open, and Malik appeared with ruffled hair and a morning scowl. "Good morning." Monam looked up from his paper, his eyes softening with affection. "Good morning, my daughter. Go help your sister so we can stay on schedule." Malik headed for the kitchen. As she passed the dejected Ziad, she swiped a sandwich from the counter and handed it to him. "Take this to tide you over when we gather for breakfast. The whole cake can be yours." Ziad's face lit up with joy. "I love you, Malik." Suddenly, the other bedroom door flew open, and Mohammed entered. "Good morning, folks." No one answered, purely out of exhaustion. He looked at them and laughed. "Looks like this day isn't going to pass quietly." Haha, they gathered around the table. It was a simple breakfast, but warmth filled the room, the clinking of spoons and intermittent laughter. Malik took a sip of her tea, observing those around her. The scene was utterly ordinary, yet there was a lump in her throat, a heavy sensation hiding behind the calm, as if this specific day held a sour surprise in store. After a while, Malik began gathering the plates in silence. Monam asked her, "Malik, are you going to work?" "Yes, father, all right. My daughter. Take your sister and brother with you and drop them off at school on your way to the bus. Station, to hear is to obey." Father Mohammed cut in as he dried his hands. "Wait, Hajj. I want to understand. How do these little ones go to the same school? Middle school and primary school together?" Monam laughed and folded his newspaper. "My son, it's a school complex. So they can go together and return together. And look out for one another." The family headed down, the staircase echoing with noise. In the street, the sun was still gentle. Malik walked behind Farah and Ziad as they held hands. The sight was so heartwarming it would make any onlooker say, "These are lovers, not just siblings." Malik smiled at the thought. At the school, she stopped. "Look after each other. No trouble." She waved them off and headed to the bus station. Traffic was smooth, so she boarded her transport and sat by the window, watching Port Said wake up. Shops were opening their doors, and people were scurrying. She had a nagging feeling that this calm was suspicious, that it wouldn't last long. She arrived at her workplace, a simple company in an administrative building. Her small desk, her computer, and the cup of coffee that grew cold every day. She immersed herself in work, as if seeking refuge in the keyboard. Suddenly, the voice of her colleague, Sahar, broke her concentration. "Good morning, Koki. I've missed you. Good morning." "Sahar, give me the files you have." Sahar placed the files down and said slyly, "Here you go. But tell me, hasn't your heart softened yet? Kareem is still asking about you." Malik sighed with irritation. "Haven't we closed this subject?" Sahar said seriously, "Girl, he's an opportunity that can't be replaced. Respectable, elegant. Sure, he's a bit full of himself, but he has the right to be." Malik replied coldly, "He's not the type that impresses me. Moreover, I don't feel comfortable with him, so please, drop it." By 1 in the afternoon, the sun was perpendicular to the desk. Kareem entered wearing a luxurious suit, standing with a provocative confidence. He placed a paper in front of her. "Finish this." "Malik, I need the manager to review it." "Fine," Malik said without looking up. Kareem tried to soften the atmosphere. "How are you?" "Fine," she replied with a single word, returning to her typing as if he weren't there. Emboldened by embarrassment, Kareem quietly withdrew. At the end of the day, as she was leaving, Sahar stopped her. "Why are you so dry with him? You'll regret it if he goes to someone else." Malik looked at her with a steady gaze. "I don't like the type who thinks his money and appearance give him the right to control any girl. I'm different." Sahar, as she walked down her street, she witnessed a scene that shook her to the core. She saw her brother, Mohammed, standing with their neighbor, Mustafa, in a narrow alleyway. Their faces were flushed, their conversation flowing in hurried whispers while their eyes scanned the street with suspicion. Malik's heart constricted. She tried to convince herself it was normal, but the look in Mohammed's eyes was haunting. It was the look of a man drowning in a great calamity. She climbed up to the apartment, where the house was enveloped in a suffocating silence. She changed her clothes and sat in the living room, sipping juice with her mind elsewhere. Down at the bottom of the building, with Mohammed. Discussion questions. What is the secret? Mohammed is hiding in the shadows of that narrow alley. Do you think it's just a passing mishap? Or is it a bombshell that will shake the very foundations of their peaceful home? If you were in Malik's shoes, would you give Kareem a second chance? Or are his provocative attitude and overbearing confidence enough to slam the doors of your heart shut for good? I hope you enjoyed the beginning. See you in the next part. Get ready for the next chapter. More surprises await.